especially love the Doolittle dance.
Good morning.
Good morning, April 22nd. And you know, it's like a jailbreak today when you're driving.
What do you mean?
Jailbreak. Well, all the trees, buds are like bursting. Everything is just breaking out. Like all the buds, the stuff in the ground. But all these trees have either green on them or they're just bursting right out. They are coming out. They are out of jail. So I thought, yeah, spring jailbreak. And it's beautiful. Those first greens, I think, are some of the most beautiful greens that nature makes. Mm-hmm. Love them. So welcome to spring. And hopefully a warmer day today.
Oh, yeah. It's supposed to get warmer in the next few days.
So I'm Cynthia.
I'm Tammy.
And we are Cherished Pieces in Tillsonburg, Ontario.
All right. Looks like a bunch of you have signed on already.
Oh, yeah. There's Lynn and Sue and Susan. Another Sue. Oh, we got a few Sues this morning, which is unusual. And Laura and Patricia. Well, good morning, Rita and Elizabeth.
All right. So then our word for the day, because we have door prizes, of course, is B.
B-E-E.
So let's see what kind of fun you can have with that word. For door prizes, I have 6 bright fat quarters. You know, kind of ombre style.
Well, those are petite too, aren't they?
Yeah. Have a lot of fun with those. I have let's see if I can get this open.
Here, I can help you.
A tea towel panel, or you can make pillows or a bag, whatever you want.
Yeah, and it's more of a home deck weight.
Yeah, so it's a heavier weight.
It's very nice.
And then Nap and Nod, a baby quilt book. So make sure that you put in B-E-E, just once, and then your name will be in the draw. We'll do that at the end.
That's right, Jen. Your nickname is Lee B.
Oh, that's neat. Okay, now we're distracted seeing what everyone's writing. Happens every week.
It does.
Okay, I thought I would go over some classes because we did add some new ones. So first, the Mondo bag, if you want to grab that. So Margaret is going to teach the Mondo bag on Saturday, May 23rd from 9 to 2:30.
One of my favorite. I carry mine to work every day with stuff in it.
Mm-hmm. So it's a big bag. You can use it for all kinds of things. And there have been some requests for it. So we are offering a Mondo bag class. Then Luminary. Cute. There we go. Margaret's got it. We added another date with Louise because those have been popular. That's Tuesday, May 26th from 9:30 to 3:30. And then last week you discussed the salvage garden flag. Still have room in those. Wednesday, May 27th. And then there is a beginner kids sewing class in July, like we offered last year. This is for kids who have not sewn before. July 6th to 9th from 1 to 4. And then there is an intermediate youth class. I guess we could show that. I just poked myself. Cynthia's going to grab that. There's an intermediate youth sewing class. They need to have sewn before. August 10th to 13th, the same from 1 to 4. So this is, we'll be using a layer cake. So that's just half of it. So you can see, you know, the brightness. Mm-hmm. Very simple, but they'll end up with their own Quillo. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, and the serging class.
Oh, I forgot to write that down. The serger class is Friday, May 22nd. That's the basics of learning to get to know your serger. I worded that correctly. But that would be really good if you have that serger sitting in your closet. You're scared to use it. Now would be a good time to pull it out and learn how to do it. And then in the future, there will be some projects that we will be doing with sergers.
And you need to thread your serger. Like you need to come with it.
Yeah,
threaded.
But you will also be learning how to thread it and deal with all those issues.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. That's what I have for classes. And then we have a few things on the table.
We do have a few things on the table. I think we should probably start with you.
Okay, so yesterday, this came in. It's So Hungry Hippie, but you'll have to, it might be a little bit difficult to see. It's a sewing themed vinyl. It's 12 inches by 52 inches long. And I don't know if you can see there's like a measuring tape and snips.
So it's
fabric.
Sewing themed. It'll make great bags.
Yeah, so you can like vinyl bags.
Yeah.
For whatever you'd like. And that roll is $33.75.
And you can put a zipper in that real easy. Anyway.
There's also the fashion multi-tool for those of you working on jackets or other clothing. A little handy gadget for turning points, French curves, corners. There's a seam gauge and mark buttonholes. So kind of one of those all-in-one tools. And that is $28.50.
If you took the Jacketech class, you'll definitely go, I need one of those.
Do you want to show fabric or something else?
Well, to do fabric, I think we have to start with you again.
Okay. Well, so we have a new line. Now, what was it called again? Do you remember?
It is called Hen House.
Hen House. So this is by Camelot. This is your little charm pack. And we do have some yardage, so we'll show you that. So the charm is 18. There's also a little fat quarter bundle.
There's 12.
8.
Yeah, I think there's 12 fat quarters for 48.
There's 8 fat quarters for 48.
Oh, then I'll revise the price. Anyway, we'll figure that out.
And then there's also a layer cake. So again, you can see a little bit better some of the prints. Hen House. So we just got this yesterday, so it is not online yet. And the layer cake is $54.
And then there is the cutest
panel. If I can get everything.
A cute chick and a rooster live here. I love you, a bushel of peck and a hug around the neck. And eggs skew me. Oh, and the love of family is life's greatest blessing. But those are cute chickens. They kind of like our French-looking chickens. It has that look. And then we have some yardage that goes with this. And this is like a nice black tone-on-tone with sort of a leaf design. And that is going to look great with it. And this one has some chicken feet with some leaves. So in the creams. And then, of course, we have to have more chickens. Look at that.
So this is 16 a yard.
And then there's a nice, I thought there was a red that went with that.
No.
I'm sure there is.
I think we brought everything down.
Oh. I remember going, oh, that red just pops it up. Anyway, we will check those out. And then we have another new line that has come in. This is called Holly and Hearth. And we thought it was just gorgeous, so we went all out. So there's that quarter bundle. This is by designed by Shelley Kavanaugh, Cora's Designs, if you follow her patterns. We have the strip roll, and we have the layer cake. So the 10-inch squares are 77. The strip pack is 71. And we've got $21 for the charm squares, and the bundle is $110.25. Now this line is really nice because it can be used seasonally or not, because it just has this look. So it's going to be a really, really pretty line to sew with. And we also have a 1 or 2 wide backings that go with it. So to coordinate with it. This is what I mean, because look at this beautiful piece of fabric. You can see how pretty that is. And then let me see if I can find something else here that maybe let's take one of those. Like, see how that is? Look at how pretty that is with the contrast. And then we can contrast again with this pale blue, if I can get that. So you can see how pretty those are together. And then we've got a nice green. So it has that kind of holly look, but you know, it's not out there in your face, is it? And here's a pretty red. And that has a bit of it has a snowflake motif, but I think it's still, like, look how pretty that is.
Well, it's just a light background versus the dark
Mm-hmm.
that one.
It's just beautiful. And then this other lovely blue, which is the same as this print, but in this sort of more of a tealy blue. And then we have this print. So you can see the holly berries, but once again, subtle. And, depending on how you cut it and what pattern you use. That nice sort of red, rosy color. And then we have some green snowflakes. We bought deep in this line.
Okay, let's take those off.
Okay.
That.
And that's pretty. And again, here's sort of a white that will go with it. I'm going to pull that back because it doesn't really jump at you, but it works so beautifully. And here's another. Look at the colors in this. This just has so much versatility. And then here's a green that pops up again.
Okay, it's like a teal. It's a little more teal than it looks.
Yeah.
All right, I think our pile's getting.
I'm going to put some of these over here again. Save this red one for. Oh my goodness, yeah. And then, yeah, look at those. So this was just one of those lines. I think we saw it in Houston and thought, wow, this is absolutely gorgeous. And it's just all the different tones and the possibilities. And, if you've looked at her barnyard quilts or her big flower sort of quilts, I mean, this would be fabulous for one of those books that we've shown before. And I know we have ordered a pattern and we'll be making a sample, but there's so many other possibilities with this line. It's just crazy in a good way. So we're pretty pleased about that.
Mm-hmm. So those were 19 a yard. I don't know if we mentioned that.
I don't think we did, Tim.
Okay.
I have some retreat openings coming up. We have a retreat at the end of May 31st to June 2nd up at the Elmhurst. So we still have openings there if you're interested. There's all the rates and information are on our webpage. Tammy's been updating our webpage like crazy, so there's lots of info there.
This line isn't quite on there yet, but
Yeah,
I'll
that's
get that
okay.
before the end of the week.
Yeah, I don't think they expect it to be immediate.
Well, I like to have it on there so that if you see it and fall in love, you can buy it.
I know, but we have been getting ready because the Peacemakers Quilt Show starts tomorrow at the Pyramid Center in St. Mary's. And that is being set up this afternoon. Mm-hmm. So we will have a booth there, but that is a big show. It's a 3-day show, 10 to 5 on Thursday and Friday, and 10 to 4 on Saturday. And that's one of those shows you shouldn't miss. They have a lot of quilts on the main floor, and then there's an elevator to go up, and they have a whole other big room of other quilts. So there are a lot of quilts to see and lots to be inspired. So it's sort of the biggest quilt show of the spring, and something that everybody really looks forward to. So we look forward to seeing you there, and maybe on your way there or on your way back, you'll stop in to see us. Mm-hmm. And I think we have some good show and share this morning, don't we?
We do. So there's Bonnie. She used that Grand Central pattern, I think, and has made 2 of them, one in teal and one in purple. This is her purple version.
That turned out so nice.
With that dragonfly panel that's in the store. I think this is Marianne.
Yep, she's one of our BQ ladies. Isn't that cute?
Her little border is cute.
Yeah, sort of that whole ribbon style. I like it.
Mm-hmm. Now, this is more of a tone-on-tone. I don't remember. Linda?
I think it's Linda.
Linda? Okay. Yeah, she's been working on that for a bit.
Wow. Lots of points in there. Marlena Lamour. She does lots of scrappy.
Mm-hmm.
She loves her scraps.
Another one of her scrappies. She has fun.
She does. She and her sisters were quite prolific.
There's Arlene, and with her daisy quilt.
What pattern is that? Do you recall? I don't know. It's just very pretty. It's effective.
Navy and green.
The quilting pops on.
It does.
There's Kathy with her luminary quilt.
I think that red background is awesome. It really, it's unexpected and it really sets it off.
It's neat.
It is. Kathy's having a lot of fun. And this is Sylvia Ellery, and she has some baby quilts here. She always likes to have some ahead. And we had 3 sisters visit last weekend. I think you'll all recognize the one in the middle, our Darlene, and her sister Susan, and her sister
Carla.
Carla. My gosh, I just had a little bubble there. And Carla. So they were out shopping. And Karen Exley, you don't get to see her very often anymore, but sort of a Mother's Day thing, they brought her up, and she was in to visit us. Karen's been a member of the Ancaster Guild for many years, and I've known her for a very long time. And this is her beautiful quilt. And she's, oh, and there's another one by Sylvia Ellery.
And there's Karen again.
And she loved the yellow. When she saw the yellow from Tim Holtz, she was like, I have to have it. I have to make it.
Well, she said it got her back into quilting because she had stopped. So.
Yeah, so she's been just sewing up a storm lately, which brings happy to your life.
It was a little, I don't know, was it a Christmassy one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's kind of really subtle, you know, with the creams and
golds.
Yeah. And I think she said that was from some fat quarters that she had. And this is her daughter-in-law, Tania. And this is her first quilt that she made. Makes me laugh because her daughter, Leslie, who you'll see in a few minutes, her first quilt was an applique too. And so the daughter and sister-in-law kind of, you know, tackled, you know, more complex quilts as their first quilt. That turned out very nice, Tania. And there's her Christmas quilt. Once again, very subtle, sort of modern, you know.
And I think a chandelier. Right? Yeah. Very nice.
I wasn't sure if the Christmas, like the tree was the back or the front.
No,
Or
I think they're different quilts.
Different quilts, yeah.
And that's all I have.
Oh, I thought Leslie was in some of the pictures. Well, Leslie was there. She can see her arm. She's.
I don't think she brought show and tell though.
Maybe not. Did we have a picture of the 3 of them?
No.
Oh, okay. I did not get a picture of the 3 of them.
You didn't send it to me.
Okay. Anyway, so it was mother, daughter, and daughter-in-law, and they had a lovely visit on Saturday. And nice Bill was here, and it was nice to he enjoyed reconnecting with them too.
All right. I guess we talk about what's behind us. This is the bee quilt, Bumblebee quilt pattern by Tracy Perks. If you remember, we had her on our show from Rope and Anchor.
And this is a sample you did.
So this is 3-inch squares. The draft that we did previously was 2.5. So the size of this finished is 55 by 55. And we decided to do the scrappy greens and yellows. And the kit is 105.
It's really effective. I think we're bringing this one to St. Mary's.
Yeah, so you shall see that there if you come visit us.
And we have some others, I think, that you may not have seen. That'll be at St. Mary's also.
So it'll be worth the drive and see what's all out there.
Well, you did a really nice job. I like how you did this, you know, with it. Yeah. It's really pretty, Tammy.
And then the quilting, you have to see the quilting up close. There's bees on it, so just finished it that way.
Excellent.
All right.
Do we have any questions from anybody here that we maybe missed? Oh, Pat's changing tires. Yeah,
It's that time.
Yep.
Okay, well, some people are saying see you there tomorrow.
Yeah, and we're going to now get ready to pack the vehicle to get everything in there. So It's all set up.
All right, then let's go to our door prize draw. Margaret's ready, I think. She's on the roll. Okay, we'll do the fat quarters first.
People really get a kick out of saying their names and then kind of going, okay, slow down, slow down. Oh, Rita Merrill.
Congratulations, Rita. Then we'll do the tea towel or home decor panel.
Marianne Walters.
Congratulations. And then the little nap and nod book. And Ruth Lopez. Congratulations. Let us know if you'll be in to pick up your prize, or I guess we could bring it to the show if you're going to be there.
Yeah, just give us some notice so we can do that. So the show in St. Mary's, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
We've got some openings at the retreat. There's some new classes on the webpage. And I think, we talked about the Serger class. There's the really pretty lawn flags, which I think are really going to be quite unique. And Rosie will have fun teaching that.
Mm-hmm.
The luminary again, because that's been really popular. When you look up close, that is really different. I love how that's put together. And what else did I miss that you added? Might have to look at your little list, Tammy, because there's something else on there, I thought.
Just the kids' classes for
the kids' classes for summer. So it's a good time to sign up grandkids. And come and see us. The weather's good. No fear of snow and ice.
No
boots, no coats. And today it's supposed to be warmer, so that's great. Thank you for taking the time to join us.
All right. Have a great day.